as I'm saying, there is this place where I go to get autographs and meet wrestlers and stars. It's called the Wrestling Universe. The actual store itself I can enter barely. It's I can just go down the aisle towards where the cash register is, and that's it. And you know, I just wanted to say that they have they don't even have the signings in the regular store. When you go across this, they have it's two stores. They have a comic book store where I can't enter at all, and that's where they have the signings. And then they bring it out to you, but you're out there in the cold and different kind of weather. There was two storms this year, and they still continued with the event. And there's a handful of disabled people that go there, and it's bad because sometimes the stars bring their own T-shirts and their own merch. We can't see that. We're only given what we're given, and we pay for this stuff, and I pay a lot. So it's like I feel very bad because it's almost like we're not worthy of enjoying that, and it's very annoying. You know, that's where the loophole is because the actual Wrestling Universe store you can enter, but the Ultimate Universe where they have the comic book store, that's where they actually have the signing, and you can't enter there at all because it's like something this high, and it's hard to get into. And I have had arguments with my aides and stuff about that, and it's like since COVID they have had a signing every week, and yeah, I understand because of COVID, you want to separate, but this, what you gotta understand is this is before COVID. Yeah, like I said, the place is called Wrestling Universe. It's 3525 Francis Lewis Boulevard. The owner, Jack, it's hard to peg him. I thought he was nice. I had a bunch of conversations with him, but then what came to a head is I like this store. I want to go to the store. I want to do the signings, but sometimes it's just too much and they don't work with you. What came to a head was December 18th, 2020. You know the cutoffs for carriages and wheelchairs at the end of a block on a sidewalk? Those were very icy and snowy and stuff, and and it it was all covered in snow, and it was a disaster. I just couldn't believe it. So I went to him and I said, "Can't you bring the? It's cold. Can't you just bring the people and we stay right here?" And they come to the store. This is the actual store anyway. He said, "They're not gonna come here, so don't even try it." So, and then he kept shaking his head and stuff. And I said I got an event again the next day that I was coming for because it was my birthday. I had, my family had given me money. He goes, what? So what? You gonna ask me to do the same thing again? Like sarcastic and snotty. So it's like, you know, and it's like everything is like money driven. But if they were smart, they would have made it wheelchair accessible. And that whole block is like very prejudiced towards disabled because I got thrown out of the Subway twice, Subway sandwich shop, and the second time the guy wouldn't even let me enter. He said my wheels were gonna mess up his place. Like the freaking people with their sneakers is not dirty and stuff, so it didn't make sense. But all these places, this wrestling universe on 3429 Francis Lewis Boulevard in Flushing, Queens, all the places in Park Slope, all the places in Staten Island, pizzerias, barbershops, grocery stores, bodegas, corner stores need to be fixed, man. This is too much. This is 2020, and it makes somebody like me with my age honestly want to cry. This is not right. This is not right. Like I don't I don't feel too comfortable and happy with any of this. So I'm urging you. This is a plea. Please help me, ADA. I beg of you. Please help me. Please. Oh, and also, there's this Brazilian restaurant in where is it? In